Okay, I'm just going to welcome everybody to Mvskoke Media's Live Wire. Joining me today via Zoom is Brenda Golden, and we're going to give you some updates on a still developing and very recently developed the Indigenous Day celebration for Okmulgee, Oklahoma. If you are in the neighborhood and wanting to know what you can be doing on Indigenous Day, Brenda has been kind of working with local, city council, and there is going to be a great celebration. I've seen some of the agendas so far, Brenda. It sounds like we've got like a lot of good stuff planned. Can you fill us in on um, who all is coordinating and what you guys were working, how you worked through it, and what we're going to be expecting for Indigenous Day in Okmulgee?
I sure will. Thanks, Angel. Hey, Indigenous Peoples Day is celebrated all across the United States. I mean, it's become kind of a normal thing that it takes the place of Columbus Day. And as you know, Columbus Day is a federal holiday. So banks and federal credit unions and federal employees are all off work that day. So it's a perfect time to come out to the Okmulgee Council House, the Creek Nation Council House downtown Okmulgee. Ben Yahola and I went to the city council and asked for I don't know if you want to call it permit or proclamation for us to have a city day of Indigenous pride, and they were so gracious to grant that. And we're working on a proclamation from Chief Hill to do the same. So hoping he will join us to read that in person. And so the agenda is coming together very nicely, as you mentioned. And we're hoping that people just come out and show up and bring your lawn chairs. It's scheduled to go on from 12 to 4 on Monday, October 12th.
So one of the things that's kind of unique this round with this Indigenous Day is sometimes what you see cities or counties or local governments do is they do this thing where they say, we'll also declare it Indigenous Day. But this time, Okmulgee is proclaiming it Indigenous Peoples Day rather than Columbus Day, replacing Columbus Day with it. Can you kind of talk about the distinction in that and what that means?
Of course, we can't undo, no city can undo a federal holiday. However, they can proclaim, which is what's happening here, that they're not going to celebrate Columbus Day at all on the city level and instead celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day. So it's not a double celebration, it's a replacement, which is very exciting.
I know several, like maybe it was 2 or 3 years back, we were seeing a lot of stories where we were following communities that it's almost like they made like this kind of like, sure, here's something for you, but it wasn't as strong as like the Indigenous community would have liked to have seen. It was kind of like, you can go share it with Columbus, but we're not going to replace it with it. So it kind of speaks to the level of acknowledgement from our city leaders when they will actually kind of, you can't get rid of it on the federal level, but you can say for this community we're going to replace it instead with this important day instead. And that kind of means a lot to the Native American communities, or that exist within these cities and towns,
right. And I think one of the big factors here is that this is the capital of the Mvskoke Creek Nation, and they are recognizing that and giving us the respect that comes along with this being the capital.
Yeah. Can you tell us about where it's going to take place and some of the events we can look forward to? I'm really interested in the food.
Oh, sure. We have planned from 12 to 4, as I said, just to have singers and speakers. We're going to have Nelson Harjo come play the flute. We've got Creek hymns by some of our ladies, the Mvskoke Women Leadership, excuse me. It is going to give out some awards and also sing a few songs. I believe that the Lady Legends are also going to sing for us and speak about their what their organization is and does. That's a group of elderly ladies that I hold in really high respect and regard. We'll have a Mvskoke Creek lesson by Choctaw Yahola. And some of the food that's planned, I started out saying I was just going to make a big pot of corn soup, and whoever got there first and got, it'd be free. It's kind of taken off. Dodie Barnett has volunteered to make 150 pieces of fry bread. So yes, so now to go with the corn soup, we've got someone bringing goulash, and we've got somebody bringing pork and hominy. And so if anybody else wants to bring something, we'll just,
we're just hooking it up with just good old potluck kind of style. I love it. I love that. So where is it going to be at? Is it going to be at the council house lawn?
On the council house lawn, and I do have some pop-up tents. So, we can get under the tents and there'll be tables. I'm very excited by the number of vendors that have called that want to come out. We have people coming all the way from Lawrence, Kansas that want to participate.
And we've had so little events to go to. This could be a pretty good one, right?
Right.
So what about can you tell me a little bit, is Spirit host kind of coordinating the Spirit group that who's putting it on?
Yeah, my group, the Society to Preserve Indigenous Rights and Indigenous Treaties, has done this in the past. We held Indigenous Peoples Day in Oklahoma City a couple of years ago, and then here in Okmulgee in 2018. So we're just kind of following along with that trend.
Awesome. I'm excited. I know there's not been a whole lot of events happening, but this one's outdoors, so that's very good. Is there any certain social distance rules or, masks?
We are encouraging social distancing. Of course, it being outside, we're going to try to set the temps up as far apart as possible, and we will have a sound system. We'll be on this north side, where the front door is of the council house, so you can't miss us. And anytime, come and go as you please, and just wear masks and be safe. And we'll have hand sanitizers and, stations where people can, to take care of those kinds of things.
I was running over to the radio station the other day, and I keep forgetting there is construction there. So if you're like me, don't think you're going to cut through. you might have to find a little spot to park, but there's plenty of all over the streets parking around in that area. But is there anything else we're leaving out that we should be letting people know about? Any volunteers want to get a hold of you? How can they do so?
We would love to have volunteers to help set up. Of course, we're going to have tables and chairs and we're asking people to bring lawn chairs, but we're also going to have some for those that aren't able. I also forgot to mention that Michael Kuhn is going to come and do a special presentation honoring our Native veterans and talk about his dad and his son. And
awesome. Yes. Are we going to have a color guard or anything like that? Do you know?
I'm looking to ask them. I hope that they can make it.
Okay.
But I'm really excited. I'm really excited about Michael coming to honor our Native veterans.
Yes, wonderful. So bring out your lawn chairs, come with an appetite, bring your favorite dish, and it's going to be October the 12th from 12 to 4, Indigenous Peoples Day celebration, downtown Okmulgee. This is a call out to all persons, groups, clubs, families to come help us celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day at Okmulgee by speaking, talking, performing, singing. Vendors are welcome. And if they want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
918-758-6773, Angel.
All right.
And of course, always on Facebook. You can reach me on Facebook.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm a Facebook person too. So is there anything specific you're looking to get a hold of here in the final days before we lock all the schedules in? Is there any specific needs you guys have on this event?
I'm still hoping that we can get as many fluent Mvskoke singers and speakers to come and share some of our culture that way with us.
All right. So if you speak the language and you want to share it with us, get a hold of Brenda. And otherwise, we're going to see everybody October 12th from 12 to 4 at the council house lawn, so downtown Okmulgee. And we're going to have some proclamations, hymn songs in recognition of Mvskoke veterans, acknowledgement of Indigenous land rights, and recounting history and relocation. So thank you very much, Brenda. Anything
Thank
else?
you. that's it. And we look forward to seeing all of you that day and just having a good time together,
Well,
celebrating our indigeneity.
I'm just wanting to say thank you, Mendo, for going to the council, city council, and asking them to do this. And it sounds like it had a good outcome. And I'm looking forward to just seeing people kind of get together again. So I'll be there with a camera, hopefully.
Great. We'll see you then. And thanks again. You guys have a good day. Bye.
Bye.